Hi, it's Eleni again, one of your Tree of Life nutrition dietitians, and today I'm touching on a topic that I'm pretty passionate about, which is mindful eating. Mindful eating strategies help with those who struggle with emotional eating, stress eating, boredom eating, and even binge eating. And I'm sure everyone can relate to at least one of those. Let's start by defining mindfulness. Mindfulness is a focus on one's thoughts, emotions, and physical sensation in that moment. It helps us to become more aware of a situation rather than just reacting to a situation or choice. So therefore, eating mindfully means that we are using all of our senses to experience and enjoy the food choices you make. Attention is being paid to the foods that are chosen, the reasons why you're choosing that food, and the responses to that food. So there are a few levels to it. So let's start with what we can do before we eat. How do we determine if it's actually time to eat? First, we need to establish if your body is telling you it's time to eat or whether there is another reason you may be looking for food. Is your stomach growling? Are you feeling low in energy? Has it been more than 2 to 3 hours since your last meal or snack? Then those are your physical hunger cues that are telling you to eat. So we can grab an appropriate meal or snack. However, if those cues aren't there and when reflecting, you realize that you just had a stressful situation or you might be feeling emotional or even just bored, then we need to take control and be aware that food is just a distraction in this case. So let's replace this with something else, such as reading a book, calling a friend, watching a quick video, anything that distracts you from that initial reaction. And what about when we are actually eating? How do we do so mindfully? Here are a few tips. 1, always eat on a plate where you can. Avoid eating out of packets, as more often than not we end up overeating and before we know it the packet is empty. Number 2, remove distractions. Enable yourself to use your senses to enjoy the meal. What does it taste like? What's the texture like? Look at the colors. What combinations do you have on your plate? This will increase your satisfaction from the meal. And number 3, wait 10 minutes until looking for your second portion, one we've all heard before. This allows your stomach time to tell your brain that it's actually full. And number 4, take smaller bites and slow down. We're all busy, and before we know it, we're left with 10 minutes to scoff down our lunch, and we really need to take our time again to increase the satisfaction we feel from that meal. So take note of the level of mindful eating that you need to focus on. I guarantee you will enjoy your food that much more. I'll see you soon.